Thank you. I woke up this morning, looked at my phone, and 103 subscribers. I can't even tell you how happy I am. I couldn't wait to run upstairs and make this video and say a big thank you to everybody. Now, because of the wonderful crafting cousins, many of you are from the States, and it would not be fair if I did not involve you in my giveaway. So I decided that it doesn't matter where you live, I will post the giveaway to you. So please, if you are in the US, just know that you are also included in my giveaway. What I do need you to do for me today, if you can, is if you haven't already commented on one of my videos and you actually are a subscriber, I'd like you to just leave a comment. It can just be a hi comment, or you can just put giveaway, whatever it is you want to do. If you're one of the 103 subscribers that I now, I can't believe it's 103. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. And it's all down to Crafting Cousins. It really is, because you guys have been amazing. So thank you. Made my day, made my week. So yeah, if you are one of my subscribers, one of 103 subscribers, would you please just leave a comment underneath this video, and then I will know that you are entered into the competition, and then I can just make sure that everybody, every name, every person is involved in that giveaway, and then we'll announce those. Let's see, it's Friday today. I'm going to announce them next week, I think. Is it Thursday today, Friday today? Yeah, it's Thursday today. So let's say Monday. Give you the weekend just to make sure that you're all entered into the draw, and we'll go from there. Yeah, very exciting day. Really good. Even sang. Oh dear. It's just amazing. Okay. I just don't know what to say, actually. It's just been brilliant. I just can't believe it. I only started my channel a little while ago, and to have this many subscribers is just amazing. And I don't want to let you down with content. I want to make sure that I've always got good content for you to watch. Okay, the first thing I'm going to talk about today in this video is the fact that yesterday I made a complete muck up of everything. I'll give you a little insight into what happened yesterday. Just little things. I have a small waste bin, paper waste bin at my feet here, and I thought I really need to empty this. This is getting really full, and I kind of separate all the plastic packages with all the paper, and so that I can recycle. And as I got halfway down, I realised that my mouse and my scissors and my bone folder were all in my bin. So I was like, okay, that's just brilliant, fantastic. And then also yesterday, it was so hot up here, and I was trying to finish off bits and pieces, and in true me style, I kept dropping things, and my board was completely covered in ephemera and things like that. And we hit a new low when I bent down to pick something up. I ended up with my face sort of here on the desk because I was reaching for something that went underneath, and as I came back up again, there was ephemera stuck to my left cheek. I'm not even kidding you. There was just literally paper ephemera stuck to my face. Oh my god. And for those of you who are British, or maybe you've seen it in America, I have no idea. I'm literally the Frank Spencer of crafting. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google "some mothers do have as in them, E-M. And you will see exactly what I mean. I'm sure there are clips everywhere of that show from the 70s, and that is me. I am literally, yeah, I am Frank Spencer. I hope that's not a copyrighted reference there, or I'll get a slap on the wrist from YouTube on my most happy day. But anyway, so that was the next thing that I did. And then on top of that, I was trying to print this kit yesterday, and I was just failing, just absolutely failing. This kit, when you print it, because it's PDF, excuse my ripped paper, ends up with this white line all the way down one side. And then obviously when you try to do it double-sided, this one actually went upside down. When you try to do it double-sided, you end up with the white line this side, okay, on the opposite side of the paper. So when you try and cut it, you would flip it over and then you're cutting half of your pages away, and it just didn't work. I hope that makes sense. But you have the white line this side, and then obviously when you turn it over, you end up with the white line on this side, on the opposite side of the piece of paper. It just doesn't work. So I was kind of like, what am I doing wrong? You know, maybe I need to 180 degree the actual image so that it prints properly. Now that didn't work. And then I was like, okay, there's got to be something on my PDF to make it go to a large page. I couldn't find it anywhere. I contacted the seller. They just were like, well, sorry, we can't help you. It's all about your printer and it's nothing to do with our kit. And I was like, oh my God. And it was just driving me insane. So every time I kind of tried to print a page, it just didn't work. So I ended up with this huge bundle of kind of half printed pages. And I have no idea what to do with them. So I was like, I've got to do something. I cannot have this all wasted, all this paper, all this ink. So actually today we're going to sit and make ephemera together. That's what I thought we would do to kind of to kind of get rid of all this paper that I've just had a complete meltdown over. Yeah, like every time it printed I was just like, no. I was getting so frustrated. Oh dear, but never mind. We have some plain sheets that came with the kit, so I'm thinking that we can kind of glue these together and make some tags and some journal spots and things like that. So yes, bear with me, and that's what we're doing today. So if like me, you have printed a kit the wrong way round, something's gone completely wrong on it, and you've just had piles of paper and you're like, I just can't. I nearly gave up, actually. I nearly gave up on printing the kit. I was like, I just can't do this anymore. And I started to hate the kit, and that's not fair. I just, you know, it's me. I don't know how to solve it. It's all a big learning curve with PDFs and things like that. I ended up actually going into Photoshop. I'm very lucky. I bought Photoshop some time ago, and it's Photoshop Elements, and so I thought, well, I wonder if the person that made this has used it with Photoshop Elements. And when I opened it up in Photoshop Elements, there it is in the center. I took out every JPEG in the PDF file, and JPEG is just the image, so I took every image out of the PDF file, which you can do in Photoshop, plopped it down and just printed each page, and it came out fine. And I've actually got the kit here. If I can grab it, get ready for a big thump from my my slicer there. Yeah, so I actually printed the kit and managed to get it double-sided. I should have thought of it in the first place, but you know, as I say, I was having a Frank Spencer day. And I also printed some extra ephemera and things ready to go on this botanical kit, which probably will be our next project, or it may be the 1970s journal. I'm not sure yet, but we're just going to bang through a few journal making series. Excuse me, fan making me cough again. We'll go through a couple of journal making series so that you can see how I try to put the journal together and the errors that I make, and also just the problems I have finding the right ephemera and having enough ephemera to fill the journal. So I'm just going to do the process with you so that if you're a beginner like me, you can get used to the idea, because I really am a beginner. I literally only started trying to make journals about I suppose 12, 13, 14 weeks ago, no more than that, and I started playing around with paper, and I've made so many mistakes, it's ridiculous. So I'm just going to shift on my chair. Sorry guys. Yeah, so I thought today we'd just look at grabbing these pages, choosing some images and making some pretty tags and pockets and ephemera and other things out of them. So yeah, stick with me and we'll see what we can make. I will be sort of looking for some other pieces as we go, so forgive me if I'm delving into my ephemera storage again, but yeah, at the moment I just want to make some plain tags, and then probably in the second video we might decorate them. I don't know, we might decorate as we go along. Let's just go with it. Okay, so first of all I'm going to pick an image that I like the look of, and I think this one would make some nice journal cards, so I think we'll start with that one. I'm just going to get my cutter. So yes, it's been absolutely crazy. Oh, sorry guys, that's me making a boo-boo again. Frank Spencer. It's been crazy with the YouTube. I've just been really blessed to have crafting cousins as one of my, what I call cyber friends. You can have cyber friends quite easily. They're people that you can just turn to when you've you know, you need a bit of advice when you're crafting and things. You know, it's a big old world out there, so why not have some cyber friends that you consider to be friends rather than just people on the internet. And I do consider crafting cousins to be mine. So yeah, let's take a look at this one. I think probably I'm just going to cut this down slightly just to make it, I'm still going to make it quite a chunky journal card. I don't know whether I want to make it a really chunky journal card actually, because sometimes, yeah, what would that be? That's under 8 inches. So if we just cut some of the roots off slightly, there we go. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to actually put some lines on the back, and we'll have that as a big journal card. I think that'd be really nice. Okay, let's just move this again. I'm going to keep moving this in and out, I think. So let's find, I know I've got some lined paper. Here we go. And this is from the same kit. This was another mess up that I did. Yeah, so we can fit that quite nicely on that page. We could have that that sort of torn border down the side if we wanted to. So yeah, let's oh, that's pretty as well though. No, we've got plenty of those. I'm going to ignore it. We have got plenty of those pages, so yeah, let's just check. Yeah, that looks fine. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to glue that on. I'm going to try and find my, there it is, my glue, and hope that it isn't stuck again. Oh no, it isn't. My goodness, that's a first. Usually in the hot weather this clogs up really easily. I don't know if you've got art glitter glue, but it does, it just clogs up. I'll make sure I get that around the edges because I really don't want the edges to come apart. Oh, that blobbed a little bit. Okay. Right, so let's pop this the right way. We'll pop it into that corner. Make sure it's down slightly, I think, just to make sure I get all of that. There we go. Yeah, I've got this, the image that I've just covered. I do have other ones because I really did mess up yesterday. So don't worry that I'm covering that pretty image. I have others. I messed up so bad. Okay, so we'll just give that a quick slice. I think my blade might need replacing. It seems a little bit rough at the moment, but I do have a spare one, but we'll wait for a bit until we really need it. Okay, make sure that's nice and straight. Oh, see, it keeps catching. Can you see that? Let's move that up a little bit. I think it could be that I need a new blade. Oh, yep, see? Could be because I've got glue on it. That's what this channel's all about, guys. Making the boo-boos. Okay, that's a bit better. We've got a bit of tearing there, but I'm not worried. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because it is the glue, I think, just snip it off. That's fine. Saved. Okay, so then I've got a nice journaling card that I can put into my journal, and then probably what I will do is grab, I will grab it in a second, there it is. I'll just grab my corner rounder and just round the corners on that to finish off. You know, this could go in any botanical or garden themed journal, couldn't it? This is a nice big card, and you could distress that if you wanted to. So yep, that's one. Very good. I'm glad about that. And then I've got these, which I think would make a good backing actually. So not necessarily as a journal card, but to perhaps put on the back there. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to keep moving this cutter, aren't I? Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just place this here down a little bit. Yeah, let's just estimate that. And I'm just going to stick this on. And then we'll start cutting some tags and things out of this. Okay. Ooh. Okie dokie. I have days when I'm so clumsy it's untrue. I'm just a klutz, basically. going to have the same problem, I think, with this glue. Yeah, it's going to rip. Okay. Probably not the most sensible thing to do is to cut it straight after gluing. That's okay. Okay. Scissors it is. Okay. You'd think I'd learn from the first time, wouldn't you, really? Oh dear. So yeah, we'll just quickly cut that out with scissors. It doesn't matter if it's wonky because we're going to use the trimmer once it's dry to create some tags and things. Okay, I'm going to keep that little piece there. Right, let's look. Yep, so we've got another piece there. So let's just make some pieces to start with, because obviously I'm having a drying problem. That's really sweet. Let's just trim that down. Trim that there, make sure that's nice and straight. Lovely. And then what I think we'll do is we'll make some tags out of this one. So I'm just going to cut, let's find a rough center, just about there. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll just, that looks really wonky. Let's just check. Yeah, that's a bit wonky woo, so let's just do that nice and straight. In fact, let's do this side because it's more plain. And get that nice and straight. Like so. More that way. There we go. Okay, straighten that up. Perfect. And then I'm just going to cut here. And then we're just going to make a tag out of this. I don't think it matters that you've got that on the back because, you know, you can have double-sided. We're just gonna, if you don't know how to do this, you just cut the corner off and you flip it over onto the other side like so, and then you just cut and you should have a nice mirror image like so. Okay, and there's your tag, and we'll just put a hole in the top. And there we go, just like that. Okay, and if you wanted it to be slightly thicker, you could mount it onto cardboard or something if you didn't want that back, but I don't mind that like that. It's quite sweet. This one I'm going to actually keep as, I'm going to round the corners on this, and I'm going to keep this as a piece of ephemera. Just glue in, you know, in a journal. Look, that looks quite sweet, doesn't it? So a little card, so we'll keep that there. Now this one, what I could do is I could fussy cut some of these images if I wanted to, or again we could make another tag. I think I'm going to make a bit of a, because it's quite pretty on the other side, I think I'm going to make a bookmark, but I think this time I'm going to make it a bit more solid and I'm going to glue it on there. So, ooh, or I could put that image there. I think I'm going to shorten this and use this pretty image on the back like so. Right, let's the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim that where I can see. Let's grab a pencil. Ooh, or a pen. Erasable pen is quite handy. Okay, just roughly put marks on there so I know where to cut it. And we're going to just trim this. It looks like it's going to storm today. I can't say I'm unhappy about it. It's been so warm. I've been melting up here because it's in the we have a bungalow. I don't know necessarily what you would call it in the US. Do you? I don't think you have bungalows as such over there, but yeah, it's a bungalow. So it's just a one-story house, but we do have a loft extension, and it gets incredibly hot up here. Really, really hot. Right, that's perfect. I don't mind a piece of white because I could always distress it, so that's fine. And then we'll just, oops, just glue that on. Oh no, we weren't doing the white there, were we? We were going to use this image. Sorry, losing my train of thought again. Yeah, we were going to use that image. See what I mean? One of those days. So we'll just go around with the glue. I'm quite impressed with our glitter glue. I wasn't sure I would be, but I really like it. Let's see if that's enough glue. Yeah. I like the fine tip. I like the fact that it's quite economical. You don't use a lot. Let's put that image on there. It's just a shame you have to get it as an import. I wish they sold it in the UK as well. So it can be quite expensive to buy unless you find a good deal, which I did luckily. So, and as you can see, I've forced on the 2 ounce little nib onto a 4 ounce. It can be done because I didn't realise that you had to buy the 2 ounce one for it to fit. But it's okay because I just jammed it on and it's fine. Okie dokie. So there you go. So there's another one. So what do we got at the moment? We've got we have a journal card, a little like bookmark, a tag, and again I like this one to put in a journal, and I like this image as well, so we're going to just corner that one as well. Oh look, that could make a nice little tag. I'm going to do that. There we go. So already we've got a little pile of ephemera and we've only used 2 pages, so we shall keep going. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to grab some images and put them down, and then I'm going to be right back with you. Okay guys, I'm back, and I was just fiddling around with some more of this paper, and I decided that this one here would make a great envelope. So all I've done is I've literally folded it up almost, say, what is that, about 4/5 of the way, and then I've pulled that down to make the lip of our envelope. And then I'm just looking to see, I seem to have misplaced one of my punches, so we may find a little lace punch and create something here, if I can ever find it under this desk. I know everyone has this problem because every video I watch, there's always, oh here we go, there's always something that's like, oh hang on, I've got to go and find that, oh wait, no, I've got to get that. So I've got this punch, and we're just going to create a little lacy edge like so. Line that up, and if any of you haven't got one of these, I'd definitely say invest in at least one. I've only got one because I can't afford to buy any more. They are quite expensive. This one was like 9 something, I don't know. And yeah, it's very handy, I have to say, for creating pretty edges. So all you do is you punch through here, and then you just line up where you've punched using these guides on this side, and then you get a perfect line. So I definitely recommend this one. This is Vasson Creative, and it's just the little lace punch. I think I got this from Amazon. It's about £9, something like that. Very, very good punch. So all I've done there is just created that envelope, and I'll probably, you know, when I come to put it together to put it in my journal, I will probably just, you know, distress the edges, etc. And then you've got that inside, which looks really pretty. So all I'm literally going to do is just go down the edges. I always do the flap because that way you're not going to glue the wrong part. Oh, that's way too much glue, Luann. Okay, there we go. And we'll just come along here. There we go. And come up this way. Okay. And then push that up like this. Okay, that's lovely. And there you go. So that's a nice pretty little envelope that we can use like so. I think we'll make a couple more of those because they're very pretty. So all you do, let's find a page that hasn't got a white piece on it. Envelopes can be really simple. You don't have to go over the top with envelopes. So yep, let's have one with a slightly deeper closure. Let's see which way I like it. Quite like that one. Yeah, so we just literally come down where we want the closure to be. Yeah, slightly more shallow little envelope come up. You know, and you can always do things like, let's do our corners on this one. Oh, that's not a very good corner. That was down to me. There we go. That one. Okay, and already you've got quite a pretty little envelope there. Let's get my bone folder. Just get a nice sharp edge on that one. And then here I can just put a little circle. It will go in. Whoop. And there you have it, another little envelope. Really, really easy. And so I had a go at something off camera because I was a bit scared to do it on camera, and I just used the lacy edge to go through an envelope. I did mess up this though. It's gone a bit wonky. Can you see that? I cut a hole in it, it wasn't in the center, but it's fine. You know what? It's absolutely fine. You could put something on there to cover it up. It isn't going to be a big deal. I'm still going to save that piece, okay? So that's fine, but I just thought I'd do it off camera in case it went so horribly wrong. It was okay. There was some parts of the cutout that needed just trimming. There's another one there that's kind of got a bit square, but yeah, it's okay. It's all good. Might even try one on camera now. Oh dear. Yeah. So I just thought I'd better try that off because it could end up being an absolute disaster. So let's go for another one here. That's really pretty. Move that one up to there. I think this one might need a bit of a trim because it's not quite level. Like so. I think the other side isn't too bad. So you can do this with any sort of paper from a kit that you know, if you have accidentally printed something wrongly, then, or double-sided when you didn't want it double-sided, then, you know, envelopes is a really good thing to make. Really good thing. Very easy. I just make them like this. I know other people make them using the envelope makers, but if you haven't got an envelope, oh, what have I just done? Okay, let's try putting it on the inside of the envelope. Oh man. Oh dear. Oh, beginner's channel. Crazy channel, more like. Okay, let's put that like that. Oh dear. Honestly. Right, let's make sure that's in the center this time. There we go. Yay! Oh man. Okay. So let's see. Let's go for some tags now. Now again, I've got another page here, so all I'm going to do is grab. In fact, before we do anything like that, let's make them tags that you could write on. I'm going to glue this page here. Move it in slightly. Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to just glue this page straight away, and we'll make some tags out of it once it's dry. Anything like this, you know, ephemera tags, envelopes, they're great for just grabbing, you know, when you're in the middle of journaling and you don't want to stop to make something. This is just great for that. So if you have messed up on kits, it's brilliant. Okay, I'm just going to leave that to dry for a second. I know we have this one that's already dried because we don't want it to rip. So we're going to make this one into some tags. I'm going to cut that around there. Maybe a little bit longer there. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, nice and straight. Oh, did you not go through? Oh, you naughty, naughty cutter. Oh, video stopped there for a second. Sorry, I was just chopping the paper when that cut out, but that's fine. We can keep going. Not a big deal. Right, so just creating tags of roughly the same size. My cutter is really, oh, there we go. It's really playing up today. Okay, let's move that one out of the way because that's complete. And again, we've got some plain plain paper on the other side. so kind of a relief paper in no colour in particular, just like a brown colour. This one's very plain, so this probably will need to be decorated at some point. Bum, bum, bum. So, oh, it's starting to get hot again. I'm so glad I've got the fan on. I'm hoping it's not bothering you too much on the video. I don't think it's that loud, so hopefully we'll be okay. Oh, that one's just peeled. Oh dear me. Right, we've got to cut that. That's going to cause an issue. We'll have to cut both sides. It's because my cutter's playing up. Take a tiny bit off that side to level it out. Perfect. Okay. There we go. That's one. Get rid of the rubbish. Try not to throw anything that we need into the bin. I think the same's happened on this side as well, so we'll just trim that off really quickly. There we go. And so this is sloping one. Cut out again. We were just snipping some tags. I don't know where I got up to, but I was just saying that you can change the depth of the cuts that you make, so that you get a slightly different shaped tag at the top there. There we go. Okay, lovely. We'll just snip the top of that because it's a bit rough. Jolly good. Oh, look at that. Seriously, it's like a drunk person made it. Oh no. No, I'm gonna have to okay, shall we start again on that one? I think we will. So just grab that. Dear oh dear. You know, you just have days, some days you just are so dopey. I do. I think it's my illness. I honestly do, because I was never this bad before. And lots of people that have got the same chronic illness as myself complain of brain fog, and I seriously think that's what it is. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So on this one, I'm just going to do a nice shallow little cut there. And you'll see you'll get a slightly different shaped tag at the top. There you go. Like so, okay? And again, we'll just pop a hole in there. There we go. We've only used about, what, 4 or 5 pages, and already we've got all of this ephemera. And I mean, some of this I will probably use in the journal itself, the journal that all of these pages came from, because, you know, but look at the amount of ephemera you get from that. And I've still got all of these pages here. So yeah, really useful if you've made a boo-boo like me. You can make all kinds of things, and I will try to make some extra ones with some pockets and things for you tomorrow. I'll film it today, but I'll put it on tomorrow, using some influence from other people, some inspiration from other people is the right word. I know that Treasure Books had a whole series on making basic ephemera for your journals. I know Joie de Fille also did that, and I know that Tina at ShabbyDabbyDoodah has just done some as well. So yeah, definitely check out their channels, and I will go through some of their videos and choose some pieces. I'll film them, and then we'll come back tomorrow and you can see what else I've done. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye.